Self-love might be my favorite topic to talk about, so I'm super happy to talk to you about it today. It's personally something I've struggled with my whole life. If my life was a movie, that would be the theme. This girl cannot figure it out to love herself. And every time I would have a period of loving myself, I would be pulled right out of it. I would end up depressed and sad and not doing anything with my life anymore. At age 25, I can say almost 100% confidently that I have figured out how and why I was always unable and how I am able now to love myself so much. So that's why I want to share it with you. This video is particularly about how you start your self-love journey. If you're watching this, you obviously want to. You want to love yourself, you just don't know how. In this video, I'm going to explain how you get from 0 or -0 to a little bit more. But honestly, making the choice for yourself to want to love yourself is already 50% of the work. So if you're watching this, you're already halfway there. Honestly, to me, that's very exciting. I'm getting geeked for you. Choosing to want to love yourself is something so incredible. It's a feeling I almost can't explain. Choosing to want to love yourself is already such a big act of self-love. It's basically telling yourself, hey, I want to be there for you. I just don't know how yet. But I'm gonna work on it and I'll be there. I'll meet you right there. That to me is pretty great, honestly. I'd say most people who do not love themselves, including me, they're telling themselves reasons why they shouldn't. Your brain is a very, very powerful tool and it's conditioned you to believe that you're unworthy of love. I feel a little bit like a broken record in all of my videos, but to be fair, everything can be changed from the brain. Like I said, the brain is a very, very powerful tool and it's something that you can use to your advantage. Every time you put yourself down, you are going to pull yourself right back up. My uncle told me that I had to write down all of the reasons, all of the things that I thought about myself that were keeping me in this hole that I was in. Because basically, if you hate yourself, you have a record of these thoughts on loop. And they usually can be compiled down to only a few, because it usually starts with one thought and spirals you down into all of these other things that come from this one specific seed that you planted. So it's important for you to get a visual on what these thoughts exactly are. So that way you can combat them, you can fight them with positive thoughts. And even if you don't believe them right away, the way you start believing these negative things about yourself is by repetition. You're going to repeat and repeat and repeat every single time you catch yourself in a negative thought. You're going to repeat positive things about yourself instead. And the funny thing is the more you start thinking it, the more you start feeling it as well. Your thoughts are creating your feelings. So as your first act of self-love, start writing those negative thoughts down and turn them into positives. So you know exactly when you have one of those negative thoughts, which one to combat it with. And from there, the possibilities are endless. Once you start loving yourself, you start wanting things for yourself as well. Because someone who starts to love themselves also wants better things for themselves. They want to get out of that bad relationship. They want to take better care of their health. They want to treat themselves nicely and kindly and do things for themselves that are good for them. And that's exactly how it went for me. I started saying positive things to myself until I believed them, start feeling them, and that self-love gives you the energy, the power to go after what you want. It gives you the power, the life power to take care of yourself, to want to eat healthy and to want to take care of your body, to exercise, to go outside in nature. All of the things that a doctor tells a depressed person to do, but a depressed person doesn't want to do them for themselves because they don't care. That step of rewiring your brain is the first step before you can do all of those things that are good for your body. Doctors are really smart and they know what they're talking about, but they're missing this really tiny thing that can get people to actually do those things and make themselves feel even better. So yes, listen to the doctor, go outside, go take care of yourself, go on a walk, eat healthy meals, work out. But those things can only happen if you want to take care of yourself. So that's what we're doing with this. We're creating the self-love to be able to care enough about ourselves and want to do these things for ourselves. I'm gonna leave you with this because this is already more than enough to start your self-love journey with. And it's also a lot to take in if you don't love yourself and you're in a very dark hole. This is really the first step to your journey to feeling so much love for yourself that you won't need anything else in life. And I couldn't be more excited for you. If you want to follow me on my journey, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one.